This is going to be day 4 of 1,000 because that is my goal to do 1,000 of these in a row and track the progress. So after this, I'm going to give a message to myself in 1 year and in 1,000 days. And if I'm not still doing this, I don't know. I will have to do some sort of deep rooted punishment to myself that if I'm still not doing it, probably will not be recorded. So let's just hope that I'm still doing this every single day for the next 1,000 days. Today, I made a lot of progress. That progress was more mentally figuring out the exact steps I'm going to take over the next 1,000 days, I should say, because my time horizons really need to be opened up to a ridiculously high degree. And I guess my goal with this is it's an easy way it's an easy way for me to keep myself accountable because at the end of a day, I know if I put in the work that I needed to make the progress that I want to make. And today I was with my girlfriend and her family for most of the day, but I was still thinking very acutely of the direct details and steps that I'm going to take. So, here's the plan. For my current job with George Gammon, that is a quasi full time job. Usually start that around 10 a.m. We're in a different time zone, so that works out for the both of us. So, right now, I've been going to bed around 11ish and waking up around 8ish, and I've always been someone who needs a lot of sleep if I need to perform at my peak capacity. So, what am I going to do? I'm just going to go to bed earlier. It's 9:30 now. After this, after my few videos, I will go to sleep, and I'm just going to wake up much earlier. My goal in a week or two is once I train myself to wake up earlier is to wake up around 5ish, work from 5 to 10, start work at 10, go work from 10 to 12ish 1, and that's when George usually takes his lunch break, head to the gym, which also has a lot of other directories and activities that can be done, like a nice workstation. So get to the gym because if I'm already at that location, I can do my work there. And then I can, after work, probably around 2 or 3, work out, do my workout routines, whatever. And then I can be back home by 6ish, 7ish, make these videos and be asleep by 9, 10. That is going to be the main goal. And I think if I can capitalize on that for the next year, waking up a lot earlier and getting 5 hours of deep work done every single day, I could only imagine the strides that I would take. And I know myself enough to know if I get 5 hours of deep, deep work done before I start work, I will be very satisfied with myself, something that is so difficult for me to feel. And one of my, I think, most important emotions that is needed. And when I'm going to bed satisfied, knowing that I did everything I could have done to achieve the goals that I want to, I sleep very peacefully. When I don't, I am usually very restless and thinking that I'm an utter failure. And I wish that I could control those thoughts, but I feel psychotic most of the time. That shit, I have a mountain of pressure on myself that is too much to put into words. And I think the absolute only way to make that pressure go away is to outwork any expectations that I have of myself. Because I have these huge expectations, but oftentimes for a few days or even weeks on end, I do nothing about it. And that's what mainly gets me mad is telling myself I'm going to do something and then not doing it. It's not sticking to your own word with yourself. And once you break that cycle, it is it is easy to go on a slippery slope downwards because if you can't trust your own word with yourself, how could you ever trust your word when you tell someone you're going to do something? It would be utterly impossible, and I'm sure we all know those people who say, "I'm going to do this, this, and this," and then they never take any actions. Whereas most of us tell ourselves those same things every single day. Every single day. That I'm gonna start eating healthier, I'm gonna cut out the junk food, I'm gonna wake up earlier, I'm gonna start working out, I'm going to start working harder. We tell ourselves these things every single day, yet oftentimes we do nothing about it. And if I am going to tell myself something, I want to capitalize and actually do it. And if I don't, I need to have some sort of punishment for myself to where at least don't tell me. And I'm talking in third person to myself, to a camera. But this, for some reason, helps me put together the thoughts in my head. So I shall continue. If I'm going to tell myself that I need to do something, I don't care if it is a very trivial task like cleaning my room or just doing something small. I need to force myself to do it because I do not want to tell myself, hey, I need to do this and then not do it for anything. Therefore, any task I give myself and tell myself that I'm going to do from now on, I am sticking to it and I am actually going to do that. Oh, God, let's see how long this lasts, huh? And I'm really on my ass now because I have huge opportunities in front of myself and opportunities that I have been fortunate enough that I understand that I put myself in these sorts of opportunities. But even if you put yourself in the right place and at the right time, I still got exceptionally lucky for the people that I have the opportunity to work with over the next few months. And I need to be as prepared as humanly possible to where I absolutely crush it for them. And I know that I can crush it for them if I can learn the skills that I have set up for me to learn. So now just comes down to doing those things and keeping myself honest. I am trying not to have unrealistic expectations, as I always do. When I daydream, which I like to all too often because I've cut out all music when I'm driving or working out or just doing these minute activities because I am always on my laptop consuming information. I try to stop consuming for the longest periods of time that I can and just think. And the only numbers that I think about are, oh, I want to make $1 million a month. And then I think to myself, dude, you're making fucking nothing right now. Just focus on the day to day and stop thinking 50 years down the line where you think you're going to be making these egregious figures and just thinking about them. Not even thinking about the step that it will take to get there, just thinking about how you will feel when you reach that goal. And I shouldn't be reaching some sort of goal. Instead, I should just be trying to, my goal should be to enjoy the execution. And that's what it is with working out. I just genuinely enjoy working out. And I don't put some incredible goal if I don't deadlift 1,000 pounds in 4 months, then I'm a failure, which I do with business. And I'm trying to just enjoy the process a lot more because if you enjoy the process, there's no way you can lose. There's no chance if I go into the gym and have a bad gym sesh, I don't care. I go to the gym 7 days a week just because I enjoy it. And oftentimes I'm just going through the motions because I know that you're not supposed to work out 100% every single day. So I don't. I just like to go there as an excuse and a break from everything else. And some days is going to be the same. I just need to learn to love to even go through the motions and love the process as much as I do for other activities. And some people say, well, I don't love working out or I don't love business. I don't think anyone starts loving something just instantly. It usually is trial and error. And for any video game that you play, what video games do you end up loving the most? It's the ones that you get the most mad and aggravated at. Because if you feel those super strong emotions, like, I can't believe I don't understand this. I want to so bad. I want to kill or whatever video game it is. I want to get 20 kills or whatever it is. then the only reason you feel those negative emotions is because you know how good it would feel if you had those positive ones. And it's the same thing for working out or for business. It's just most of us feel no small victories when we are first starting out. I have felt a lot of small victories since I've started and some huge victories, and they feel absolutely amazing. And until you have that first win, it is hard to really understand what all those losses really mean because it feels great and you want to continuously progress and feel those wins again. And I guess that is I get there was no point to this, nor I don't know over the next 1,000 days, I don't know if there will be a point to any of them, or I will look back at these and say, "Holy shit, why did I ever do this?" I don't know, but I know that if I continue to do this, I will have a better answer in the future. And sometimes I don't know directly why I should do something, but I know that if I continue to do it, I will reap some sort of benefit in the end. And I have that exact same dire feeling and urge to continue to do this, even though I don't think there will be any results for maybe 900 days. It's more so I think this is an anti-algorithm tactic. I don't think it's going to get any views. In fact, I don't think I want it to get any views. But I do think this would help me from 3 years ago. And if there is someone like me, as I was 3 years ago, I would have wanted to see this. And even though we're other people, I train incredibly high retention editing and have very extravagant thumbnails for other people. That is not going to be this style because I do not want to target every single person. I want to target myself from 3 years ago. And I guess maybe the only way to reach that person is by doing those fancy titles, thumbnails, editing tactics that keep people's watching. Maybe that is the only reason or the only way to reach that kind of person. Maybe it's not, though. And I guess I will be experimenting with these kinds of videos. Who knows what's going to happen? I will see you tomorrow, and I hope that I will see you in 1,000 days from now. Well, this is day 4, so I hope I see myself in 1,000 days, more importantly.